little tweak. But the actual fitting model that's in there takes so much data that you can't see with the human eye to predict what club's right for you. So that's where the beauty of it is, and it's going to get better over time as we learn more. But it's not a perfect science. You go outside and you got a human brain, and we're not measuring that. So
if we could figure that one out, we'd be on the beach retired.
yeah.
So that's basically that.
You want to just slowly go through frame by, just like push frame by frame. It's 240 frames a second, so you can just see.
We'll simplify this a little bit, take a lot of the bells and whistles off. What we also do is we'll put it on a disc for the player too. So it's not just, because we don't really get into the swing mat, not to say the player wouldn't love it to be, sure he would. So we'll put it on a disc for him, take the disc back, and take it back to your local pro, the guy or gal you might work with on your swing. And you can still utilize the software when you leave here. It's not just a one-time, it's only going to be here and you have to come back to see it. You're going to take it back with you as well. But what you'll have is you have a slider bar on it, and ours will look slightly different than that. You can slide it manually, as you can see me doing on the bottom of the screen there. Or you can actually frame by frame it, as Brian said. It's 240 frames a second, so you take a lot of clicks to actually do this all the way through, so we won't do that. But yeah, it is pretty intense. And you may say, looking at where this is at, you might want to say, okay, where's my club position at that angle, and rotate the room, or pick these key frames to actually, or key views here to look down the line, and draw a shaft plane and see where he was relative to his original shaft plane. It's on and on and on. And
so Jay, I actually realize we can get inside of Sean O'Hare's head.
You
know how to do that?
I've tried.
Yeah, let me show you.
See what you want to do.
So, that's
looking at the big screen, that one right in front of you.
oh yeah, why am I doing that? First time on the system. So let's get inside. I do it on the putter. There's more the putter, but you can basically zoom in to what's going on as he's swinging. Let's see what it feels like to be Sean O'Hare.
Well, it's because you can see actually. Go back to the impact area there. Of course. So from here you can really see what his hands are doing, how much they rotate. A couple of my guys today we talked about that, and see exactly what's happening from anywhere. You're never going to see that.
See the shaft bending right there?
That's unbelievable.
That's all happening. We have markers on the head and the grip, so you're getting all the dimensions of that club and how it's moving.
Let's show one of those actually. Sorry. So we've got multiple ones of these, but ultimately you're going to have 6 sensors on the golf club, and what's the exact number of the bodies?
32.
32, I believe.
Yeah.
On the body in the key areas: toes, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, those kind of things. So golf club's going to look basically like this. And so then what this allows them to do with intense accuracy is measure every little variation: how much you rotate it, how much you don't rotate it, and ultimately the shaft deflection, everything that we see that you just see on the screen there. So it's just fun stuff.
Hand speeds, accelerations, decelerations. Just my own example, right? I only swing about 102 miles an hour with my driver, but my hand speed's very fast. I don't slow my hands down and let it release. My hands go fast through the ball. I kind of hold on to it. Whereas somebody who releases it actually slows their hands down and lets the club go by quite a bit. And that can change the way the shaft deflects. I deflect the shaft a lot down, but not so much this way. It's just amazing. We're just on the cusp of really trying to understand it all. But it's all here, and all the information's here. So.
Come on, question.
The guys in Carlsbad didn't get this demonstration. They didn't. So this is something.
This is strictly Carlsbad. This is tailor-made only machine right here.
It
This
is
your design. I've never seen anything like that. That's amazing. To be able to look down at the player's position and actually see that, it's just.
I was wondering what those were, all those pictures. I was like, what are those?
Those are cameras.
Show me the cameras where you can't take the putters out of the
Exactly.
cases. Is that what those are for? And I didn't realize that.
Yeah, right.
Is this system also at the performance labs?
It is. It's the exact system of the performance question. Yep.
It is, and over time, and Brian probably better to ask about it, but time as it's gotten better, we are still in the original 9-camera setup here, which is 4 on the sides and 1 behind you. They've gotten better with it over the years, and now incorporating, in fact, since this clubhouse is just brand new because it burned to the ground a few years ago, about to be open here in a couple of weeks for Masters Week, and putting the TMPL back in the building, it will actually incorporate a new 6-camera system, which is highly effective and cost efficient, because it's not quite as expensive, but just as accurate as the 9-camera system. It's just, we're 9, we're wired for 9, we're ready for 9, so we just don't change it. But everything going forward, I believe, will pretty much be 6 cameras.
It is, yeah, and we're hoping to get, you know, a lot more out. If you put them in the right places, the performance labs, they do well, and it's a great experience if you get a chance to do it. So hopefully they'll pop up in your area.
Is the downfall of the machine is the fact of putting the suit on?
You
It
know
does
what?
take a while to do that?
It's not 5-10 minutes. It's
Oh.
really pretty easy. In fact, I spent a lot of time designing that
Okay.
suit where it was not where you got in there, and after a swing or two, you don't even realize it's on you.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
that good. Like there are some motion capture systems out there where you have wires hooked to you
Yeah,
and all this
yeah,
stuff, and
absolutely.
at the end of the day, it doesn't become golf, right? We had to put it on there where it was going to form to your body and not be cumbersome.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't want to feel it when you're doing it because then you swing different.
Right. In addition, the stuff that's on those golf clubs, how light those are,
You can't.
so that it doesn't affect the actual, you know,
Swing weights.
it's all that
That's
stuff.
cool.
I mean, it
That's
was
a
a
great
lot
design.
of engineering.
How does this compare like with Golf Tech's system?
Not even close.
It's not even the same ball.
You're talking